I was with him earlier in his New Jersey Shore home, followed by I was there on Sunday, Monday to be with him. So I knew what was going on, um, but it's still, tough to take. The great news is he was prepared. He was ready, and he did it his way. He went out his own way. He knew that he was dying, and he still had fun, and he still was the epitome of God's second commandment. Just love thy neighbor. He just did everything for everybody. It's amazing. You look back, and I'm looking at Massimino at the airport, and somebody runs up to him and they say, "Hey, coach, I don't know you, but great game." 3 minutes later, the guy would say, "Wow, I'm really close friends with Rollie Massimino. He just gave me his cell phone." He made everybody feel awesome all the time.
Wow, thanks for sharing that story. And I've heard that before, that Rollie had that way where as soon as you got into his orbit, you were part of his world. And I know it's a moment you've been asked about a lot, but Villanova's upset of Georgetown in 1985 was historic. The perfect game. Of course, your photograph next to Rollie, the iconic photograph. What do you, though, remember about Rollie in that moment?
That was just precious. This is a guy who worked hard. As a matter of fact, I coached with him at Cleveland State, and his motto was, "If you want to be the best, you have to outwork the rest." And that's what came to me, was he just wouldn't let it. He wouldn't let it die. It was just keep going and work harder and find a way. He always said, "We've got to find a way to win." And there's going to be a moment in the game where it could go either way. Do your thing to find that way. Be prepared to win. Just a special, special guy. Unbelievable.
If
Yeah.
you were to sum up the impact and the mark he left on basketball, what do you think it would be?
It truly was to treat everyone like they were special. It wasn't so much about being on the basketball court. It was being a great person and just being there for others. That's what he really was all about. And of course, his basketball mind was brilliant. I had him and Jay Wright out for a coach's clinic here in Sacramento a few years back, and 7 o'clock in the morning, and I go to pick them both up, and they're at the table exchanging plays, diagramming plays. And Coach Mass says to Jay, "That is a great play. Wow, where did you get that from?" Jay Wright turns over and said, "I got it from you 20 years ago." I mean, he's just a genius. Bill Russell one day, we walk into this room with all these Hall of Famers, and Bill Russell looks up and sees Massimino, and he just starts screaming, "The genius, the genius." And Coach Mass says, "Bill, why are you calling me the genius?" He says, "You won a national championship with Presley and Pickney on the team. You had to be a genius." When Bill Russell coached both Ed Pickney and I for the Kings, Sacramento Kings, back in the 80s. And just hysterical.